And actually, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Because I know me.
So that's our life mission. That's the McSend's mission.
You don't have to understand my boundaries to respect them.
Well, no, I'm the president and co-founder of McShen, a person in long-term recovery from substance use disorders.
How do you go about fixing the damage in the trust between the family after you get out?
Okay, I gotta work on that.
Celebrating my 6 months. Didn't have a cake.
Yeah.
Gosh, you showed up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Get in the Herd. My name is Raymond Ruybe. I'm your host today, and we're coming to you live from sunny Richmond, Virginia, on Wednesday. So I'm joined today by Kyle Goddard and Travis Wiggins, the Wiggins. So I'll let these guys introduce themselves. Kyle, you go first.
Yeah, my name's Kyle Goddard, and I'm a person in recovery. Just glad that they invited me to be here on this podcast, man. Like, this is home. This place is sweet, so I'm kind of stoked. This is a surreal experience for me.
All right.
Yeah, my name is Travis. I'm a person in recovery from substance use disorder. I'm from Cowboy, Virginia, and I've been here for like 4 months. And this is like my second home, really my first home, and I'm just really grateful to be up here. And just be able to share some information.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about fun in recovery. F-U-N, the great three-letter word. So what does fun in recovery mean to you guys? Kyle, you start.
I mean, it's whatever brings a smile to my face positively. Without being in a negative. Like, my definition of fun has changed over the years, for sure. And I have a lot of hobbies, positive hobbies. Like over the summer, we spent a lot of time at the river, swimming. Travis was there. Like, we had some good times, like going out as a group. And I love my skateboard. Like, skateboarding has been a part of my life since I was a child, and it's held a constant in my life. And it's always brought happiness to me. It's always joy. So that when I think of fun, it's got to have joy. It's got to be exhilarating as well. So if I'm not smiling, it's not fun.
So that's more fun that you do on your own, or fun that you have with other people?
So yeah, I mean, I have quite a good thing. Like, I have a good recovery foundation. And I have a solid group of friends, and a few of them skateboard. So one in particular, this guy Miles, he will swing by at the most random time and be like, "Let's go skate." I'm like, "Let's go."
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's like the most 80s thing I've heard today.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I gotta go with you guys. I skate too.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
Hell yeah. All right. Yeah. Come on.
You
Yeah.
gleamers of the QU.
Yeah. Cleaners of the queue. Right.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, what about you, Travis? What do you do for fun in recovery, Travis?
Yeah, my definition of fun before I came to recovery was, I would say, I would just use the particular word like sick. And since I've been in recovery, I'm slowly learning how to enjoy life on life's terms. Every day for me isn't peaches and cream, but the gratitude comes in when I notice that I'm available to work on myself and work on my recovery, as well as like help my peers. That's where I have the most fun. Like, listening to my other peers in recovery, picking them up when they're down, them picking me up when I'm down, you get what I'm saying? And me seeing a smile on their face, that really brings me a lot of joy and gives me a lot of fun. But don't get me wrong, I do enjoy going to the river, I enjoy basic everyday things, like a 24-year-old should. But I just feel like I've put a lot of time into the wrong things. And I have a very good opportunity right now, and for me to take it serious would just be me taking advantage of the opportunity in front of me. And I'm not saying I don't have fun, but it's just like there's certain times where you just got to be serious. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny that you should say that, because I feel like every day I see you, you've always got a big grin and smile on your face.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like submerged in recovery. So, and it's uncomfortable, but you have to be uncomfortable to get comfortable. You get what I'm saying? So I just make it fun. You know, like whatever I'm doing, I make it fun, so I enjoy it. I feel like a lot of times people focus on like their negative outlook on life. You get what I'm saying? Instead of being grateful for what they do have, instead of what they want. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just, you know, I just enjoy the days one day at a time. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, totally. So you know, a lot of us have to deal with the fact that, you know, before we go into recovery, we have certain hobbies, things that we find, you know, enjoyable. Right. They're usually pretty lame though after we're in recovery. And then like, how do we make that change? You know, finding new hobbies, finding new things to do. You know, because really, there's no point in getting clean unless you're like smile.
Why? Yeah, you be clean, you be miserable, stay miserable.
Right. Like I was miserable before.
Right. I don't. Yeah. We all went to Ashland Berry Farm like 2 weekends ago. You know, and that was a blast. I used to work there, but it was really cool to go and be, you know, first of all, be coherent enough to enjoy it. You know, and second of all, like to watch everybody else laugh and smile and joke, and it was a blast. And every single one of us did not need a substance to laugh or joke or feel comfortable enough. Like yeah, I get scared. Yeah, like I could be a scared man without anything. I could be myself, and it was super enjoyable. Like they get clean and not laugh. Like yeah.
When I went into my 28-day program out in Williamsburg, Virginia, I used to have a peer recovery specialist who I'd see all the time, and he'd say I used to think they were the stupidest things, and now I think they're the funniest things. Right. He'd say things like, "Hey, did you know that you could go kayaking and not get drunk?" I didn't know. Who knew?
Remember,
super dry though. I like it.
Yeah.
You remember? I think it was you that I told. Like, I don't know who it was, but I was like, I used to play cards. I used to work out a lot. I used to listen to music when I was locked up. And I don't know if it was you or if it was Cole or somebody else, but they was like, you know, you can do that outside, right?
Yeah.
Like you can play cards and enjoy yourself on the outside. So it's like a lot of times I feel like for me myself, I get locked in like mental cages. You get what I'm saying? Like like stuff I used to do in my active addiction, I feel like I can no longer do because it might trigger me, or you get what I'm saying? It's just like the memories I really don't like experiencing them, but it's a part of the process, you know?
It's also a desensitization thing. You know, the more we start to do things in recovery, the more those old triggers don't trigger us as much. Right. You know, they're just not as stressing as they used to be. You know, if you used to play cards all the time and you enjoyed it, but you have the memories and they're sort of muddled with, you know, using memories, then, you know, the best way to get rid of those using memories is to play cards again. You know, you're going to be around. Well, like, you know, with people who are also in recovery.
Yeah, right? It's like create new memories. Like it's
you create
a positive trigger instead of a negative trigger.
Yeah, one of the most frustrating things I have to deal with on a daily basis is working with folks, and not always just here, like even on the outside, like, and all they want to do is go back to the way things were instead of trying to figure out what new things might be there. Right. And that gets so frustrating.
Just imagine if the world just kept wanting to go back.
Right.
We wanted to keep going back and back and back. We would go nowhere.
We would go nowhere.
Yeah.
So that's rough.
All right. So moving on to something that's rough, I'm going to ask some questions, and hopefully it doesn't turn too saucy for the audience here. So, like, what is the one thing that you found in recovery that you do for fun that you didn't do before?
Stuff. So recovery's been a part of my life for so long. That's a really tough question. Like I definitely go to more events, and you know, like Pride Fest, for example. It's something I wouldn't have done in active addiction. You know, it's super enjoyed it. It's a great experience, and but yeah, that's hard. Like my life's been in and out of recovery for so long, and it's kind of hard for me to associate one without the other. But you know, I'm always looking for something, you know, something new, some new hobbies, you know, new experiences that I didn't do or even think about trying when I was in active addiction. So,
all right.
But yeah.
What about you, Mr. Wiggins?
For me, like, I can say like, because I don't really want to say I'm new to recovery or like I don't really want to say like I didn't really have any active time, but I remember the point in time before I got into active addiction, before I started using hard substances. You get what I'm saying? And I used to like, and that's when I was really young. I used to play like baseball and stuff, but I do enjoy like sports still. But it's like I've understood like when you come out of active addiction and I come into recovery, it's like I have to be born again in the, like, so to speak. You get what I'm saying? Like I have to learn. I have to go through new experiences, which will change my behavior, which will train. Like you get what I'm saying? It's a domino effect. So it's like I have to be uncomfortable and face a lot of fears a lot of times doing stuff that I might not like to do, or I just don't have no understanding of it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not comfortable with it. But once I put myself out there, I start to like stuff like, you know, like this weekend we're going to the NA convention.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, you know, I don't even like being around people. I don't even like talking on, like, you get what I'm saying? I'm on the internet right now talking live with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm so used to being confined, private, aggressive, you know, like just a certain type of way, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I enjoy the little things. Like I said earlier, you know, I found myself a lot of times rushing the process. Like, I want to hurry up and get some clean time. I want to hurry up and get my child back. I want to hurry up and graduate from recovery. But in all reality, like, there is no graduation from this disease. You know what I'm saying? You will be in recovery for the rest of your life.
But hopefully.
Yeah, I
That's
will
the
be.
goal.
Mhm.
Like the type of recovery we live is awesome. So I wouldn't mind being in that for the
Right,
rest of
right.
my life. You know?
Yeah. I've been to other, I'm sure all of us have been to other establishments as far as recovery goes, and this is the best one hands down I've ever been to.
This is where the love's at.
Love,
Yeah.
keyword
Love.
love. That's a hit, you know.
Yeah.
This is the love.
And, you know, even though our viewers aren't here with us, we love you too. So, you know, keep the love. Yeah, keep the love going. Do we have any chats coming in? People want to talk about anything in particular? Fun and recovery.
Nothing right now. Jeremy Tillum just says, hey.
Hey, Kyle! All right.
So,
Yeah.
Jeremy, much
Thanks
love.
for watching, Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Me and Jeremy have had some fun in recovery.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So one thing I started doing while I was in recovery, I never did it before, or I just never did it the same way, is not taking myself too seriously. So one of my counselors, one of my PRSs, when I was in my 28-day program, used to tell me, you know, you want to change your thought, move a muscle, right? Another one of those axioms. We don't have enough one-liners in recovery.
Right.
But, you know, change your thought, move a muscle. So what I did, look at you. All right, so what I'll do is I love like really hardcore industrial music, like German industrial music. I gotta feel it in my chest. And I'll dance like no one's watching in my room. You know, like a car sales noodle, you know?
That's how the music's supposed to be dancing.
Yeah.
Nobody's
And
watching.
I'll do that for like an hour. I get all my cardio in. You know, of course I'm loading up like 100 flights of stairs here in the office every day too.
Yeah.
So I'm always getting some cardio in. But yeah, I just love dance to
Has your
music.
second ever caught you like just dancing?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
What's the reaction?
Yeah, I've never been known for being anything less than awkward. So, you know, after
Yes.
23 years of living with me, I think the reaction is just, you know, all right, you do your thing, car noodle. I'm going back into the living room.
Yeah.
So yeah, it happens. It happens all the time. It's not like when I dress up the cats and try to do like Tiger King the musical.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So like a little obstacles.
Yeah, I put on, you know, like a little mullet and, you know, crazy Joe Exotic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pretty awful and amazing at the same time, right? But, you know, hey, if I could lose myself for 100 hours watching Tiger King, right, I could do anything I want. Like, what am I doing for myself? That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. Like, what am I doing to make my life better, to feel better, to smile, to laugh at myself,
Right.
sometimes even to laugh at others,
Right.
you know, or laugh with others. Not like I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing near you.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like as far as fun and recovery goes, like the basics for me is like being able to work for money that I can call my own. You get what I'm saying? Without having to still like manipulate people. You get what I'm saying? Being able to talk to my family and be honest. You get what I'm saying? Like just being able to not have to stress, not have to worry about like dying. You get what I'm saying? It's like fun and recovery is just like being able to live life. And a lot of times I feel like people limit themselves when they first come to recovery, because I've just seen this a couple of times. Like they first come to recovery, they get a couple months clean, a couple of days clean, boom, they get a significant other. And it's like, that's not the real fun. Like you really, I feel like, if I'm gonna just speak on my experiences, like I feel like if I do that, I'm hindering myself, hindering my recovery, hindering my happiness, because I'm not, what I do is fill voids. You get what I'm saying? So when I have lower self-esteem, how I build that up is I do esteemable acts. You get what I'm saying? Like I have discipline, I follow direction. So throughout a course of time, I will start to feel better about myself. I'll notice that I'm following direction. Just small stuff add up to big stuff. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, everybody is unique in the recovery. So whatever's fun for you, you get what I'm saying? Might not be fun for the next person, but if it's working for you, work it. You get what I'm saying?
It's where that selfishness in recovery comes through, right? Like I'm not worried about what's fun for the other person.
Right.
Like if I'm having a good time, if they want to have a good time, they can join me. But if it's not for them, they can go somewhere else.
Right.
See, yeah, you're making a good point there, Travis. Like I have to be careful. Like I like self-seeking activities.
Right.
Like,
It gets
I
dangerous.
I like instant gratification.
Right.
Like, so I can't confuse like sexual relationships for fun.
Right.
Like I can't confuse like playing cards but gambling at the same time for fun, because this becomes a slippery slope. Like I got to make sure that fun, it's cool, it's gratifying in the moment, but that I'm not using it for instant gratification, right? Like overusing it, because once I remove the drugs from my life, like anything that feels good, I'm going to continue to do. Like if I love work and I keep showing up to work and it feels good, I'm going to overwork. Like if I love, if I love being with this one person because I always feel good around this one person, I'm going to overbe with this one person.
Right.
So I'm glad you said something about it, because like it's all a balance. Life is a balance, and like fortunately my life is recovery, so it's a recovery balance, and so fun. You got to make sure the definition of fun is healthy. Is a healthy fun.
Yeah, I feel like passion plays a big part in fun too.
For sure.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
That's
If
what
you
I'm saying
enjoy,
about skateboarding.
if you whatever you enjoy doing, whatever I have passion for, you get what I'm saying. It's gonna be fun to me. That's why, like you said, Kyle, like you always see me smile, cause like I'm really like rebuilding my life. You get what I'm saying? After years of breaking it down, hurting myself. You get what I'm saying? Pushing people away, and it's just like you could be sour in this situation. You could, like, I'm gonna have bad days, but at the end of the day, the bigger picture is more brighter. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah. And I want to look back to something that both of you guys have said, right? And I guess maybe I want to throw this out there as a blanket statement. Anything can be enjoyable, but when I crave it and that craving becomes obsession and compulsion, that's when it gets dangerous. Like if I'm dancing like a card noodle in my room, but I'm not going to work, or I'm missing meals, or I'm not sleeping well because of it, because I've decided to do that too much. If I'm having sex and that's all I can do is several times a day, and it's at the expense of my life, it's just another addictive behavior. So it's a matter of meeting out, like hey, when does this healthy become unhealthy? Because I know people who start working out when they come into recovery, and next thing you know, they're in the gym like 8 hours a day.
Like for recovery. Yeah, I don't know what, like it's the same for those type of people that, like, people come in recovery and they pick up a brand new addiction. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like as long as they're not getting high, I support it.
So like my last time here, like I got addicted to going to Kingston Minion. Like I was bass fishing a lot, like super, like going fishing all the time. And then so I'd go fishing before work, and then like at lunchtime, so I was like a supervisor at my job, so I would sneak out of work at lunchtime, and then they would call like, Kyle, you gotta go pick up this material for this job over here, and I'm like, oh, I had to leave early for blah 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 X Y and Z, and like I'm in line to ride the Dominator, like 5 times a week, so I like every evening you'd find me at Kingston Minion if I wasn't at a meeting, and well, yeah, that's it. Like it was interfering with my life, like because I was adrenaline seeking.
Yeah,
it felt great.
I mean, it's not the worst thing.
No, it's not. But except for like I'm like,
it's not the worst thing. It's
I'm
like
on the clock, I'm on the clock getting paid to go to Kingston Minion, and like not only that, like I was also dumb about it. I was posting pictures like,
Oh, no.
yeah. But anyway, but like see, that's the problem. Like I get so good at my job, and I'm like, you're not gonna fire me because I'm like the only one that can do this right now for you.
Sure.
Like, but anyway, but I was just saying, like it did start to affect my life to a point where, like, luckily I had another job eventually, and that like I kind of made my own hours. But I like how that happened was Cricket. Cricket said like take yourself on dates, and then that's how it happened. Like I took myself on a date to Kings Dominion. That's where I'm from. I grew up in like the Oswald, Ashland area, so Kings Dominion's always been like a part of my life. And so, but he was like, take yourself on a date. Like, well, what would be the best first date that you could take somebody on? Take yourself on it. And then when I did it, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Like this is like giving me chills just now. Like and so like it was me and this other guy Rick would go every like it'd be like, dude, we want to get high. All right, how about we go to Kings of India? And like, we had this little inside thing, like say Travis would be like, how I want to get high. I'd be like, that's cool, man. We'll get high tomorrow and I'll pay for it. All right, just to get through another day. So we just added going to Kings of India. Like, all right, we're going to Kings of India. That was our answer to like, but it was unhealthy at one point.
That's pretty cool though, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Taking yourself on a
Yeah, I'm
date.
trying to go skydiving.
So my 12-step brothers, we're all planning to go skydiving soon. We're looking up everything, and the more the merrier. Come on.
How much does that cost, do you think?
It's probably going to be around
I think
A couple $100.
I think it's only like $200 or $300.
Yeah.
I know a few people that have gone before.
But
Like
you wanna-
Clay, he's been.
Yeah.
Yeah, skydiving is the worst thing.
If you
I
guys
ever
want to
did.
sponsor our fun and recovery,
Let's go. But you talk about powerlessness and like willingness and like,
Surrender.
trust, surrender.
Yeah.
Like you work a 12-step program, like that's the first step. Is like that you're practicing that jumping out of a plane.
You guys are making me sweat just thinking about it. I
Well,
can't.
come on, you're gonna go.
Now, I've already been skydiving, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life.
Oh,
Yeah,
why?
not that I want to piss on anybody's parade, but I just hated it.
all right.
Yeah,
That's
no,
just like,
hey, good for you though. Go jump out of a
Different
plane.
strokes.
I get it.
I'll do my German noodle dancing.
All right, just be down on the ground for us when we come in, like, you know, like,
Yeah, guide you in. Yeah,
so yeah, Art, you sign up with us. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, do it, Art.
We're
when are you guys planning to do it?
So next Tuesday, we're gonna sit down. We all meet every Tuesday in the evening. So we're gonna sit down and I'll give you the information that Tuesday, like
Yeah.
what we plan on doing, where at. You know, we're gonna set it out a little bit of time so everybody has time to get
Yeah.
funds correct and get schedules lined up. But
Also, we probably like don't want to do that in the middle of winter, right?
no. So yeah, it'll probably be
Yeah.
at the beginning of the spring.
That'd be cool, yeah.
More real.
This is the third podcast now, not in a row, but the third one where Art has told me that we were pre-recording and we ended up going live. So I really want him to jump out of a plane today.
Yeah, dude.
All right, cool.
Because that's what he did. He said you jumping out of the plane.
Yeah.
We don't change anything if it's not live, you know? It's still do the same thing.
All right.
I mean, it's pre-recorded with a live, like
Yeah.
live stream,
Yeah.
pre-recorded.
Same thing.
It's gonna post it.
Yeah.
It's gonna still be posted on the social
I'm
media.
feeling attacked. All right.
Well, it's already
I'm
out,
sorry.
yeah. And a lot of our, I just talked to the people from Paytel and we actually got updated numbers. We're now in 77 jails.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah, that holds a soft spot for me.
yeah,
Yeah,
something
definitely.
like we're on 9,000 tablets, which in the last quarter, which, the last 3 months, we've had like over 400,000 views, which is a lot.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a lot.
See,
So-
it's being viewed by hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
know.
just tell you, like,
So yeah, get nervous a little bit more, and I'll have fun watching you get nervous.
okay. I remember like when that tablet was my best friend, like
I think it was addictive.
addictive. I mean comforting,
Yes.
Well,
because
it-
you're a lot.
It's a lifeline.
Yeah,
So it was a lifeline.
like I love the tablet.
Can you talk a little bit about the tablet? And like, did you have the Paytel tablet or was it a different
I
company?
had a GTL.
I had a
GTL?
GTL
It was
Okay.
an Android tablet.
We're trying to get on GTL, so I'm gonna
I feel like
contact
GTL
them.
is the biggest.
Like all our local stuff here is basically GTL. Virginia's like 98% GTL. Like,
Okay.
But yeah, like I talked to you something slightly about like if we could somehow hook them up with like streaming us into those jails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get like a contract. or
Can we do
something.
both?
I'm working on.
All right,
I'm
cool.
gonna start contacting GTL, and if they're listening for some reason,
Right.
we'll provide you the content for free.
Right.
Yeah,
That's,
definitely.
because like other like faith-based stuff was like on there for free, like where they put out these dance videos and these travel videos and and little like prep talk videos and stuff like it helps when you see people like us, because people like us have been incarcerated, like, and then we're sitting here talking about fucking recovery, like.
Whoa.
Really?
Well,
That's
but-
it.
I mean, you can say,
reel it
yeah,
back in there.
that's probably the only word you can't say.
Yeah.
But
My bad.
He's getting so excited because he's on this side of the tablet now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. My passion for that stuff is like real. Like when it comes
It is
to
cool,
incarcerated individuals, like you want to talk about a mistreated population, but anyway, now we're here having fun.
Yeah.
You can do it too.
Yeah, and if you guys are watching on the tablets right now, feel free to write us. Just address it to Get in the Herd podcast, and I'll scroll the address on the bottom of the screen right now.
Yeah. And we want to hear from you guys too.
Yeah.
If you have any topics that you want us to discuss, anything that you feel like we're not covering well enough, we're always open to constructive criticism, please.
Absolutely,
Please,
yeah.
right.
And like, just to touch on the like incarceration piece, like I'm gonna just keep it honest. Like I've never been to prison, but I've been in jail for very extensive time, and it's like I feel like jail really just makes people worse. But some people, it helps them per se. But I can only speak on my experience. It just really made me worse. I remember the longest that I did was like 9 or 10 months. And when I was incarcerated, I had got a phone call from my girlfriend at the time. I ain't gonna say her name, but
Please don't.
she had told me, because when I got locked up, we were doing Percocets, and then she graduated, and she called me and let me know, and I'm just all to pieces, and I'm talking to like the older heads in the bar or whatever, and they're like, you better leave her alone or you're gonna get strung out as soon as you get out. And you know me, I'm young, I'm like, nah, I got this, I'm gonna save her, right? First day out, boom.
Yeah.
Down the rabbit hole. You get what I'm saying? So just whatever you're trying to do, it doesn't matter who you are, where you from, what you've done. We don't care. You get what I'm saying? As long as you have a desire to stop using or just change your life for the better, you can do it.
But you have to want it.
You have to want it.
Yeah.
You can't do it I can't do it for anybody else but myself. Like I do have a son, I do have a family and all, but at the end of the day, if I'm not helping myself, who else can I help? Who else can I pull up?
I don't care why you come. I care why you stay.
Right.
So like if you come because your son wanted you to, but you stay because you in the process you learned that you truly wanted it. That's awesome. That's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
I could never stop doing my drugs of choice without incarceration. Like I'm super grateful for the incarceration. Like there should be better structure to how it's done. Should be better ways of detoxing people. Healthier connection bonds in there. Like deconnecting you from the world the way they do, mistreating you the way they do is not proper. But like that time alone, that time to work on myself. Like I was in the addiction jail program, and I was introduced to recovery in another jail program that they go out to in Rico East, like the RISE program. But like I'm always grateful for my periods of incarceration. I wasn't at first, like when my first few months, I'm like, this is the worst, but like
really slows you down.
It just like when you're going like I was going, like it almost gives my brain enough time to start to rewire it and like want recovery. Like I always after you cover recovery and you go back out, you know better.
You know better.
You know better. It's like man, there's a better way of life. Why do I do this? So like it gives me, but it's even like I know I want to stop, but I can't stop. So that incarceration gives me that little bit of time away from myself that I need, honestly, and then to reconnect myself. Like, all right, reground it. Here we go. Refocus. Let's do this, and come out swinging. And hopefully, my last incarceration will stay my last incarceration.
Definitely.
Yeah, we all hope that.
Right. So,
definitely.
But
cool. So with that, we are going to take a short break, and we'll be back with Get in the Herd in 2 minutes.
Here at McShin, we believe in the McShin way, which is authentic recovery support service providers, people with lived experience, bringing that experience to those who need that lived experience in recovery.
Here at McShin, we believe in many things to support our mission. We believe in women empowerment.
What I love most about what we believe here at McShin is we believe in the authenticity of the peer-to-peer approach.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe in giving people opportunity.
Here at McShin, we believe in the inherent worth and dignity of every person.
At the McShin Foundation, we believe in helping people reach their full potential.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe in multiple pathways to recovery.
Here at McShin, we believe in placing principles before personalities to help spread hope.
Here at McShin, we believe that recovery is possible and that any person seeking recovery can become a more acceptable, responsible, and productive member of society.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe in self-discovery.
Here at McShin, we believe in saving lives and offering second chances.
Here at McShin, we believe you can do this.
Here at the McShin Foundation, we believe that we can only keep what we have by giving away, which is why we continue to help others like us seek and find recovery.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Get in the Herd. I'm your host, Raymond Ruybe, and I'm joined here today with Kyle Goddard and Travis Wiggins. And we are talking about fun and recovery, and so we're going to do part 2 to that in the last sort of home stretch of this, which is, how is fun therapeutic? How do we use fun to change our mental attitude so it becomes more positive? Yeah.
Good question.
Remember when we used to use anger and hate for that? Like, oh, I hate this, and so I'm going to make it really bad. How do we do that?
It's kind of like fear. Fear is a motivator, negatively or positively. Like we can act out of anger, or we can learn and use like the true purpose of these emotions. And like, it's a big thing for me is going out as a group and doing stuff for group as a fun because it teaches me how to bond and how I watch other people. Like I learn from watching, so and from other people's experience, like. Watch how they experience these emotions and we experience them together. So it's like a big learning bond. Like recently just got back into golf. Like every time I get in recovery, everybody's always addicted to golf. So like that's what so like I do that, and like I'm not good. But and that's a humbling experience from not being good at something. Like I'm always physically able to do stuff well, but like I go do it with people and I learn and it teaches me healthy ways to learn without like usually if I was playing golf and like using, I'd be angry and probably throwing clubs and like John McEnroe with a club like a tennis racket.
Yeah. I was attacked by a goose once playing golf, and that was my last time. I figured,
that was like
so the goose just didn't want me there.
Every time you go to play golf, it's going to be that goose.
It's that one goose. It's just going to be sitting there looking at me. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
What was the question?
I don't know. I forgot. I'm lost in a goose stressor right now, and I'm having a hard time coming back.
It was like when we're having fun in recovery.
How do we use fun as therapy?
Therapy.
I mean, anytime you having
like
a good time, anytime you're having a good time, I feel like you're mending your soul. Because like for me per se, I can only speak from my own experience. Like I remember staying in a like 1-bedroom room. Like in a little room.
What's a 1-bedroom?
Like a room with one bed in it.
A 1-bedroom room?
One bed.
I know. I kind of got messed up.
No, it's not crazy. Was there a goose
bedroom? It's a bedroom with a closet, one window. I stayed in that same room for like 4 weeks straight.
I stayed
didn't leave
4 years.
The bathroom.
It's like
I didn't even leave to use the bathroom. I used the bathroom in the room.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so. I tend to forget where I come from a lot of times. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like when I forget what I've been through and, you know, what I've persevered through, the adversity and all the problems I've been through, it's like when you do remember being on meth and being scared for your life 7 days out of the week, hiding under mattresses and in the closets, calling the police when you have warrants.
Oh, no, I remember. I'm not going to forget that anytime soon, yeah.
It's like, it's the peace. It's the peace, like the fun, the enjoyment that helps me. You know, it's therapeutic. Like, I don't have to stress over things anymore. I don't have to stress about somebody trying to come kill me because something I have or where I'm from or who I'm with, or you get what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about somebody selling me a dummy bag and me wasting my money. Now I'm sick for the rest of the day.
The cool thing about fun is like it keeps you in the moment.
We're
not in the past. We're not in the future. We're in that moment. Like we're learning how to live in the moment. Like that for me, like fun. That's when you sit here and you talk. Like yeah, that's what it keeps me grounded in that moment and able to enjoy life. And that's definitely a healing property and something I learned from having fun.
I'm able to think back to those days too, and I mean, I'm 19 months in the recovery now, and I think back. Thank you, but I think back to that. And I can make jokes about myself now,
Right.
I feel you. Tinfoil hair, and putting things up on the windows because I was afraid I was going to freak somebody out.
Yeah.
You know, seeing a drone fly overhead and like jumping into a bush.
No, take it down.
Yeah. No, it's cool though. I'm better now. I wasn't like pulling the Howard Hughes though, and
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes.
Who was that?
He was a aeronautical engineer, and he used to pee in mason jars because he never leave his one room.
That he had? Was it like agoraphobia or what was? Why? Oh, it was OCD. He was like
he had extreme OCD and agoraphobia.
What was the movie called? The
Aviator.
Oh, it was called The Aviator.
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
And it's crazy. This is bringing it around full circle, right? He built a plane called the Spruce Goose, and I'm sure that thing would have chased me too, for sure. Yeah,
I remember
that was his job.
Geese.
Yeah, geese and nasty.
I always wanted to grow up and get a gun and kill them.
Oh, I don't kill them, but
they terrified me as a child.
Yeah, they're fun. It's probably terrifying humans.
Now I'm good. For sure. Now it's okay. You get what I'm saying?
It's that world we live in.
Yeah, that's right.
We have seasons for that.
Yeah, that's right. They're all flying south now. They're going to Miami. Yeah, I'm good with that. Oh, maybe I will go golf with you then. Now that the geese are all gone.
Yeah, it's getting cold out. People are like,
All right, but yeah, come on.
That's one thing that I wanted to touch on right quick. Like as far as the holidays go and the cold season coming in, is like, what do you do for fun? You get what I'm saying? Because I just came around during like the spring time, so it's like the river's gonna be cold.
Right.
We can have fires.
Mm-hmm.
But what else? Like we go rock climbing and all. Like
so, like I mean, there's sporting events still. Like basketball season's coming in. Here in Richmond, we have an awesome basketball team, VCU.
Okay.
Stuff like that. But like I'm ready to go snowboard. Like
I always wanted to go.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if you like skiing or tubing or just going to a snow resort is a blast.
Yeah,
I haven't done that since I was like.
What's the
17.
closest?
I think it's Massanutten.
Wintergreen is, but they're bad. It's a lot of ice there, but like
something that has like a little park in it.
Yeah, so they all have a decent terrain park. But like it's a lot like Wintergreen's really icy, but Massanutten and Snowshoe are like your two closest that are worth your money. Like you'll get your money's worth, and it's kept well. Like
How far is that? Like a couple hours?
Yeah, about an hour, like an hour and 45 probably.
That's
close.
That's
not too bad.
And then probably about 2.5 hours so Snowshoe's beautiful. Like they're awesome. They're on the other side of the mountain. But that's something I'm really trying to do. So
I like skiing on powder.
Right.
Granular conditions on the East Coast. It can be a little rough.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, I never really got the concept. Like, is it real snow at these places, or is it like?
It's real.
It's a mix. Like so,
they have man-made.
So they'll have snow machines with the real snow conditions.
Yeah, if it gets cold enough, they'll blow snow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of snow blowing, and that's really to keep powder fresh from that hard pack ice on the bottom.
I mean, it's not cotton though. It is actually made from water. So
like
technically,
it will knock you out.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a fun experience. Like you want to talk about building like confidence building, bond, and take a group of people out there and snowboard. Like,
It's also really strenuous, like physically too.
it is.
It really works your core.
Like, I mean, there's bunny slopes that are basically flat,
Yeah.
to learn.
Well, no, you're not going to be starting on a black diamond, right? You want to start small.
Yeah, I accidentally went. So and this is that wintergreen. They have so when you go all the way to the top, it's like a double black diamond. But they got a skiers section. Like I'm riding snowboard. They got these skier sections that has these dunes. Like you see the skiers do the slope. But like nobody told me. Everybody went one way, and I was like, oh gosh. And I started going this way. I was like, all right, well, can't turn back now. And I'm like, there's all these dunes. And I just hit it. Boom, boom, boom. I started flipping it, but it was like straight down too. And but yeah, that's a horrible experience.
I had a very similar experience on skis.
He's just
I hit one of those things, and all I saw was sky, ground, and it just landed.
Did your skis stay or did your skis fly?
No, they flew.
It's called yard sailing.
Yeah.
All your stuff goes.
No, one of them went 100 feet down the hill, and I was just I was boned because I had to limp down to get it. What are you gonna say, Travis?
Like as far as the holidays go, what do y'all normally do?
Well,
here.
Normally I take I have a day off, but I don't have days off anymore. So no, I mean holiday, Thanksgiving. I usually cook for Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to cook and bring some food in for everybody here. Christmas I spend with one side of my family or the other, but I think this year I'm probably going to just stay local.
Yeah, like we have a lot of group activities still here. Like we all hang out. Jesse does a morning gratitude day with Christmas time. Like the church that we run out of is they put on a big Thanksgiving feast that's really cool. Actually, a lot of people come, and it's pretty cool. It's you're not alone. You're not alone. Never alone here. Never again.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be a bonfire of one sort or another. The bonfire were you at the Brunswick Stew event last weekend?
Yeah, I was there.
That was 30 feet high.
For a little while, halfway through the meeting, it died down. Everybody was trying to stew it.
Yeah.
And I still feel like I'm a tad bit under the weather from being out there. But
that was fun.
But that was a fun time.
Yeah.
Me and Coley beat a lot of people in Cornell.
I heard y'all was a champion.
And we smoked them, bro. In the dark. Yeah. By the time we were done playing, it was so dark I couldn't see. My muscle memory was just so on point. The people were like, come on, man, this is fun. I was like, all right.
Did y'all ride the Hummer hayride?
No, my girl and my daughter came out for a little while.
Seen your daughter.
So yeah, so I before they did the haunted hayride, we just took the little hayride around. That's all I did. A lot of other people did. Pretty sure they said it was kind of fun. It's pretty cool. It's awesome that Larry takes the time to
Yeah, shout out to Larry. I really do admire him.
Dude.
He has a lot of land and he opens it up to a lot of people. He goes just to give back.
It was beautiful too. It was all a lot of people. The meet was huge.
So this weekend coming up, we have the Rakana convention here, Richmond area convention, or NA convention, yeah. And there's going to be dances there. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to have a great time.
That's because I've been pushing.
No females, right?
Yeah, I know.
No women, Travis.
Yeah, I'm focusing on myself right now.
Good.
To keep it a band with y'all because I already know how sick and dangerous I am. You get what I'm saying? I'm very obsessive. Very, I still gotta work. I gotta work on my own character defects before I try to bring my baggage to the situation. But I was telling Jesse and the staff meeting earlier, just advocating for the intensive men, because we're basically at work 7 days a week. You get what I'm saying? From sun up to sundown. But it's work for ourselves. But at the same time, I feel like on the weekends we need to get out more, get more exposure, and I feel like a dance. NA dance would be a very, I've always wanted to go to one of those. I feel like it's a clean, good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what I'm hearing here, Kyle, is, I want to focus on myself, but, meeting women at a dance is still a good idea.
I mean, just to be up with a woman one night, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying not get the number or just keep it light.
Okay, so what happened? That's a rabbit hole we're not.
I'm saying
don't have the time.
But one night dance.
Just it's not a one night stand, but I'm saying.
No, I said one night dance.
Yeah, just enjoying yourself for a brief second. Socializing.
But like the intent, like you know how many people are in prison for intent, like for like that's not. Yeah, the intent, like, what are you there just to have fun, or are you there to fill a guy size hole? Though? You know what I mean? Like,
guy size hole.
Personally, I just want to have some fun. Like I remember going to the
boys just want to have fun.
Yeah, I remember going to the club, but I was drinking, popping pills. I tell people that all the time. Like when we're listening to music or whatever, I was like, yo,
we used to have an awesome Halloween dance. I don't know why we don't do that.
Way to bring it up like 2 days before Halloween.
I'm just saying, they're like, hey baby, think about it. Like, we used to have it downstairs and like the thing, like everybody would dress up and music and like
Travis, advice I get to you right now, deep, heartfelt advice. Is just go to the dance and really focus on yourself and do German noodle dance right in the middle of the dance floor.
No expectations.
That's right.
Yeah. Kobe has taught me a lot of things in the past couple days. Like expectations really mess with your emotions. Like don't put expectations on anything. He really is. Shout out Kobe. I feel like he's taught me more in the past couple of weeks than I've learned like in the past year.
Yeah, he's doing a great job over there.
I really look up to him. And I'm not gonna put my plan on the table, but some people know what I'm trying to do.
Good.
All right.
Oh yeah, stay with it.
Yeah,
stay with it.
Showing up, stay in position,
and have fun.
Smile.
Yeah,
always.
Smile, have fun, love. It's all free. It's all free.
It is all free.
Yeah. All right, gang. And with that, we are going to wrap up today's Get in the Herd. Again, thank you so much for joining us. I've been your host, Raymond Ruybe. Stay in the herd, folks.
Like, I can't be my job though. Like, you get one.